We are back on the same State Ed website. Again, if you want to grab this link up in the Omnibox to type in and then bookmark by clicking on the star, you can have access to this page whenever you need it, or just Google search NICED CSDF and this page will come up. And again, you can bookmark it. So in this video, we're going to take a quick peek at how to read the standards, and we're going to take a quick overview of impacts of computing. So I'm going to scroll down to where it says New York State K-12 Computer Science and Digital Fluency Learning Standards, all grades. When I click on that link, it's going to open up a PDF. Now you can see there's many pages that are going to explain the introduction. It'll explain the background. You might want to take a moment and read through that. Take a look at the lenses that were important for us to take a peek at when we built these standards. And then we're going to drop into the impacts of computing section. So impacts of computing includes society, ethics, accessibility, and career paths. Each of this group of standards is going to be broken down into these 4 sub-concept areas. Take a moment to read through this so that you're familiar with what each of these sub-concept areas include, but really think about with impacts of computing, what is the impact on society? What's the ethics of the computing we've been doing? How has accessibility helped or hindered? And think about career paths that impacts of computing can help with. So I'm just going to scroll past the other sub-concept areas for now, or the other concept areas for now, to go to page 18 in this PDF to take a peek at the organization of the standards. Since we're just focusing on the impacts of computing here, which is right up in this top section here, you're going to see that there are 7 total standards that we're going to take a peek at. You'll have 2 for society, 3 for ethics, 1 for accessibility, and 1 for career paths. So what we're going to do is scroll down to how to read the standards. The grade bands are here on the left, and the grade bands are broken down into K1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 12. Now, each of these standards, so K1 has the same group of standards, 2, 3 has their own set of standards, 4, 6, and so on. So it's not like other categories, like in ELA, you have standards for each grade. Here you have grade bands. So the same standards will happen in kindergarten as will in first grade. The same standards happen from second to third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, or 7 and 8, or all of high school has the same set of standards. In the center, you're going to see the concept areas. So impacts of computing is IC. That's what we're going to look at today. And then the standard number. So each of the standards is going to have the grade band, the standard identifier, a standard where it's going to describe, and then a standard that's going to exist, and then a clarifying statement to help you out. So let's take a look at the first one here. So in here, we have the grade band, let's say, of K1. We have the standard identifier as K1.IC.1. We have the standard that says identify and discuss how tasks are accomplished with or without computing. And then the comment or the clarifying statement says common tasks include sending a letter by email versus post, taking a picture with a smartphone versus camera, buying something with an app versus with cash in a store. You'll see that the sub-concept area is listed on the left, and then the next standard follows right below that. So take a moment and just scroll through the standards for society, ethics, accessibility, and career paths.